All right, let's get started. Welcome. Happy Monday. My name is Valorie Lewis. This is Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. We are simulcasting, live broadcasting over to YouTube. Hello and welcome, YouTube. If you're catching me on YouTube, just know that I'm unable to moderate and see comments on YouTube as I am live on Zoom. I hope you join us on Zoom. On Magical Monday manifestations. So on these Mondays, what I do is a card pull, a reading, a psychic reading for the collective. We start with tarot cards and then we move on to oracle cards. Also, spirit comes through whatever messages need to be shared with the group. I will definitely share them. And no matter where you are, even though it is a group message, I find that everyone always gets and hears exactly what they need to hear. Christina's here. Christina, I've missed you. Hi, my friend. We got to hang out for coffee sometime soon. Wherever you are, Spirit is going to get its message to you if you are open and receiving and welcoming of those messages. It doesn't matter that it's a group setting. You will get the message you need. With that being said, the intention of these messages are to take these messages so that you can craft your life, so that you can manifest, so that you can create what you want out of your life and not have to always react to what has already been created for you by others. So, Magical Monday manifestations, guidance on how we can manifest the lives we want. So let's start by letting everyone get grounded. I invite you to do that individually, however it feels best for you. Deep breath, calling all of your attention, your focus to this present moment is always good, but whatever personal practice you have. And once you feel settled in and grounded, I ask you to set your intentions for what you want to receive from today's reading, from today's guidance, from today's messages. Send your asking up to the divine. And once you feel complete with that, we're going to stop asking and set the intention that we are open and receiving and willing and ready to hear whatever messages Spirit has for us that are in our highest and best good, and to also take action on those messages. Inspired action. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with the tarot. Jacqueline, I'm going to let people into the room. Jacqueline is my moderator today. So the tarot deck, Tarot of the Dragons, is the deck that I'm pulling from today. It's so good to see so many people this Monday. I hope y'all really did have a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I felt like it was too short. I had a good weekend. All right, I'm shuffling the cards. We will get started here in just a moment when Spirit tells me which cards we need to pull. Is the chat open? Do we have chat open? We do. We have months left. How dare you insinuate that we are almost done with this? Done with summer? I know. I guess it's only July 10th. It's only July 10th. We do have several months left. All right, Spirit, what do you need us to know? What's in our highest and best good today? Messages for the collective, for the group. And what dragon wisdom do you want to share with us? I really like working with new tarot decks just because every time I get a new tarot deck, the perspective of the author, what's in the book, the perspective of the author. I mean, the illustrations are cool too, but I really love hearing different interpretations, different perspectives on cards that I feel like I know backwards and forwards. And then I'll get a new deck and somebody will say something like, and this is what it means. And I'm like, ooh, I never thought of it that way. So I do like working with new decks. This is a new deck for me. So you will probably often see me referring to the book to see what the author's interpretation is and why they used the imagery in these cards for the tarot meanings. We have 5 cards here. Let me get I got a crystal that I need to move out of my way, but first the energy feels good. This is Shungite. I don't know where my other one is. It's a matching pair. Anyway, Valorie is easily distracted today. My ADHD is in high gear. I don't know if I'm actually ADHD, but I be feeling like it, so I say I am. Okay, first off, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is our first tarot card. Isn't that a beautiful illustration? It looks like a smoke dragon. An egg has opened, maybe. A sword coming out. I can't tell if that's a full dragon or not. It looks like just a dragon head and a bunch of smoke and a sword coming out of the egg. Anyway, Ace of Swords. Swords is related to air. Air is our communication, our thoughts, our thinking brain, our logical brain. And Ace, new thoughts forming, new inspiration, new inspired thoughts. That's what I'm going to say. If you've been asking for a solution for a situation, if you've been asking for direction, if you've been asking for answers, whatever you've been asking for, this Ace of Swords is saying, I have something to give you. The divine is saying, I have something to gift to you. And it's a new way of looking at this situation. It's a new thought that maybe you haven't considered before. It's also asking you to open yourself up to new thoughts, because some of you may have not received those new thoughts yet, but you need to be open to them first. Let's see what the book has to say. Beneath a chill, sunless sky, a sword rises from its metallic egg, piercing the rarefied mountain atmosphere. The silvery gold dragon of air smiles down. With breath, one moment, let me stop struggling. With breath hotter than Hephaestus' forge, I don't know what that is. I probably mispronounced it. He anneals the blade until it is adamant, until it is adamantine, as adamantine as his feral flames. Good Lord, all kind of new words in here. I do know what it means to anneal metal though, because I used to do a little bit of silversmithing. A cosmic hatching day boom. To anneal metal means to make it hard, to harden the metal. Touched by air, the Ace of Swords influence is literally inspirational. Air forms breath, breath forms words, words form ideas. Ideas can move the universe. Ideas can move the universe. The intellect is awakened, sharp and double-edged, cutting through the world. Unexpected opportunities seem formidable, yet with logic, perception, and clarity of mind, nothing is insurmountable. Love, truth, wisdom, and justice will follow. Beware of excess. This hatchling wields great force to shape both love and hate. So be careful of where you are directing your swords, your thoughts. Beware of where your thoughts are going. They can create both love and hate. They can create ease and strife. They can create whatever you want to create. So what do you want to create? Focus there, not what's already here that you're trying to get around, but focus on what you're trying to create. So we have Ace of Swords, and then we go right into a major arcana, which is the shaman, which I know this card to be the magician. Look at how all 4 elements are represented there. We see sword, fire, pentacles, water in the background, cups right here, I guess, and water in the background. This is the magician, also known as the shaman. Look at that gray hair on this dragon. Wise, knows how to manipulate, knows how to govern, knows how to utilize all 4 elements to create what they want out of this world, out of this universe. Interesting that we have an ace, which is a 1 in tarot, and also then we go straight into the magician, which is also card number 1 in the tarot. So we've got great new beginnings. If you feel like you are sick of the struggle, emerging from a struggle, wanting to emerge from a struggle, wanting to be done with a problem, a challenge, a predicament, this is your message that it's time to let in the solution, because we have new beginnings. magician. It's time to let the solution be a part of your life. Look, here's the bigger picture. That's why I like this book too, because you get a full page depiction of the cards. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. In a stone-cold circle overlooking the sea, a great gold Asian dragon coils in and out around the monoliths, grounding himself in the sacred. He is old, his whiskers rimmed with the centuries to a silvery hue. And he is wise. He knows the ways of all things magical and rare. Pentacle, sword, wand, and cup are his tools and at his command. Charmed by dragon fire and ancient incantation, the cup simmers before him until, in the mystic steam, rises a hollowed orb, the dragon's pearl of wisdom. His conjured creation. The power of the golden dragon is one of focused will and transformation, of mastery of word, mind, and matter. Raw mystical energy crackles around you, waiting to be manipulated. With the conscious mind at its peak. Conscious mind at its peak. That's this Ace of Swords. Remember we talked about how swords represents the mind, thoughts? You are able to turn ideas into actions and gain a firm talent hold on the wildest scenarios life throws your way. So if you've been dealing with some chaos, with some wild shit in your life, Spirit is like, I've been telling you, you got this. You got this. Be the magician of your own life. You know what you want and are equipped with the skill and creativity to shape the elements to your liking. Under the shaman's influence, new projects and works beg to be tackled. You might even take up that epic novel you've tucked away in the back of your desk drawer. I know some of y'all are writers. The wild, dreamy desire of the fool is now under your control, there to be fashioned with direction and purpose. What a cool way to start our week. Saying, let's get some shit under control. You have the power to direct your life. It's time for you to step into that power. Next up, Queen of Cups. Isn't she a beautiful dragon? Queen of Cups. It looks like, is that an egg or her leg? I don't know. Is that an egg she's sitting on or her leg? Anyway, Queen of Cups, water energy. Look at that big whale. Water energy. Water is our emotions, our intuition, our spirituality. Queen of Cups is taking that divine feminine dominion over that. Being in touch with our emotions, but not letting our emotions rule us. Being a queen, ruling from our heart, letting ourselves be heart-led, letting ourselves follow our intuition, our divine feminine side. Queen of Cups. I do want to see if that is an egg. What is going on? Queen of Cups. Let me see how this book is situated. I think, yes, the court cards are immediately after the numbered cards, and that's a smoke dragon too. Okay. The power of the creative feminine ripples through the Queen of Cups, from burnished horn to the whippy tip of her tail. Nesting high above a cold gray sea, she shelters her egg. It is an egg, her blessed creation beneath her wing. It is almost hatching time, and her prenatal dragonlet stirs within its translucent sapphire ore. A cup more mystic grail than common vessel stands just outside the nest. Steam rises from within, assuming the form of a misty, ephemeral dragon. The queen stares at it intensely, as if conjuring the otherworldly image with the majesty of her mind. As the sun fights to break through an after-rain sky, a sperm whale breaches in greeting, eager for word of the dragonlet's progress. An artful matriarch in her prime, the Queen of Cup embodies the essence of water, fluid and graceful, clear as a mountain stream and deep as the briny sea. Like the whale, she both plays on the surface of the subconscious and feeds on the hidden mysteries in its depths. She is imagination personified, gifted with intuition that verges on the psychic, creativity that verges on genius. Emotions are her lodestar. Her love is unconditional, her wisdom rounded by maturity and compassion. As a healer, no one can fault her bedside manner because she has that empathy, that heart. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by your feelings. Enchant with kindness and the dreamy stillness of the poet. So be in control of your emotions. Interesting. Next up, Five of Pentacles. Look at that scene, all of nature. It kind of looks like they're kind of fleeing from like a forest fire. Doesn't it kind of look like that? I mean, I don't see fire, but it does look smoky and dark, cloud covered skies. So fives in the tarot, fives in numerology and in the tarot, generally represent challenges. I like to say challenges and opportunities, because although you may be faced with a challenge, that challenge is a doorway, if you let it be, to greater opportunity, to what you've been asking for. Five of Pentacles. Pentacles is related to the earth. Pentacles is all about our earthly manifestations. Is somebody having difficulty with manifesting? Is somebody having challenges with manifesting and creating what they want? Five of Pentacles. Let's see what Spirit says we can do about it if we are experiencing challenges. Desecration is the watchword of the Five of Pentacles. Through a skeletal forest, war-ravaged and broken, two desolate, hollow-eyed dragons with wings so battered that they are unable to take to the skies escape on foot. This is the landscape from the dark times, full of devastation, homelessness, and loss, not of draconic making. They are not the forest-only refugees. Deer, fox, and eagle flee by the dragon's side. The land has been home to them all, and now they're driven out by the mad greed of humans. Dun, dun, dun. Where once plenty reigned, now there is only privation for as far as the mind can see. Security is a thing of the past. Uncertainty is the only way forward. Anybody feeling uncertain? Anybody feeling like their stability was kind of yoinked from underneath their feet? And they're screaming to Spirit, why? Why would you let this happen to me? I'm doing your work, Spirit. I'm showing up online, listening to this crazy lady give me spiritual guidance. Why would you pull the rug underneath my feet, Spirit? That's how I'll be talking to Spirit, because Spirit be on one sometimes. Security is a thing of the past. Uncertainty is the only way forward. Bereft of house and home and the most basic creature comforts, circumstances spiral out of your control. In its constant struggle to survive, life itself seems to be conspiring against you. Been there. Both body and spirit are vulnerable. Platitudes do not fill bellies or warm toes. Stress and isolation shatter the spirit like crystal. Here's the guidance. Remember, but for the grace of the great dragon, we all stand on the precipice of ruin. Greed and conceit are the catalyst, eager to tip us over. Help is not offered, yet did you offer when you were flesh? Open your eyes and arms. Do what you can while you can. It is a karmic first step that may open doors when better winds blow. Do what you can from where you are. Do what you can from where you are. What I'm taking is absolutely not where I would have gone with the advice from the Five of Pentacles, but what I'm taking from this artist, again, another reason why I like new decks. When it says, open your eyes and arms, do what you can while you can, it's a karmic first step that may open doors when bitter winds blow. So that's saying, if you are in a desolate situation, in this situation, they have lost everything. They have lost their home, their sense of security, even their friends. It's not like the dragons can go over and sleep on the deer buck's couch for a little while. Everybody is in desolation. They have nowhere to turn to. They have nothing but fear, probably, and trying to figure out, what am I going to do next from this situation? What am I going to do next? And Spirit is saying, when you're in that situation, you can either focus on everything you just lost, you can focus on what you don't have, or you can find what you do have. And from that standpoint, open your arms, open your heart, see how you can offer something of yourself so that you open the door for the universe to offer something back. That is not for me. That is completely from Spirit, because I don't know if my brain would have worked that way to say, if you're in the middle of strife, you need to do something for somebody else. But that is the message from Spirit right now. So you're saying, I don't have nothing. I don't even have the strength. You have something, because if you're here listening to me, you have access to the internet. You probably have a phone or a laptop. You have something. You have ways to reach out to people. And if all you can do is offer them an encouraging word today, offer them an encouraging word today. And then wait and look for the universe to offer encouragement back to you. And then when you feel a little bit better, maybe you can offer love, and wait and look for the universe to offer love back to you in whatever way that shows up. Be open to give, to share what you have, and then also open to receive that in multitude. Spirit, you know what? I do be bitching a lot about spirit, but here's what I found. When I give an ounce, spirit gives me a pound. When I give one, spirit gives me 10. This I know to be true in my own life. So when you're saying I don't have, whatever you have, open yourself up to offer that and watch for it to come back in multitude. Watch for it to multiply. Okay, last tarot card is the 10 of Wands, a 10, completion. I am going to read from this book because I really like the message of this card. Again, it's not a typical how I would read the 10 of Wands. I've read for the book on every card, so I don't know why I'm making that sound like it's something new. 10 of Wands, but look at this image. There's dragons in the air, and then we have our friend down here, burdened with 10 fiery wands. Wands is related to fire. I think we have represented every suit. Have we? We have swords, cups. Oh, y'all, this is very interesting. Okay, we have swords, cups, pentacles. We just talked about pentacles and wands. And the only other card in our 5-card spread is the magician. And the magician knows how to use swords, cups, wands, and the other one, pentacles. I think that's very important. I think that's saying we need to step into our power and start using all of these elements. Start piecing together all of our gifts, all of our elements, all of the things at our disposal, not just one, but start pulling all of it together to truly create what we want. And if Spirit was saying, what do I want you to concentrate on as you pull all of these 4 energies in? Ace, Queen, 5, and a 10, completion. That's what we have. 10 of Wands, completion. 10 of Wands is almost always represented by someone feeling burdened down in one way or another. So let's see what this particular artist has to say about that feeling of pressure, of burden. Because I feel like some of y'all are feeling it, especially when I felt strong energy on this one, like more than one of us are feeling some kind of challenge related to what we're trying to manifest here in the physical world. Pentacles are always about our physical world. So 10 of Wands. In their youth, dragons tried to do more than we, let me try that one more time. In their youth, dragons tried to do more than we mere mortals could imagine, to be braver, fly higher, lift more. Season by season, they grow increasingly dragonish until in the end, there are few burdens too great for a dragon to bear. So it is that a young dragon labors with a chain-bound sheaf of wands, massive as trees, across his shoulders. They are so cumbersome and heavy that they keep him from getting airborne. Step after step, his paws sink into the soil. Still, he carries on, back bent, trudging up the mountainside. As he toils, a pair of dragons frolic on the wing, a reminder to their earthbound companion of the heights to which all dragons aspire. You feel overwhelmed and oppressed. Every little task is a monumental chore. Every innocent ask is the demand of a lifetime. Though your burdens feel like they will bring you to your knees, you have inner strength. Keep moving. Take a break now and then. Look to the skies. Learn from those who have gone before you. Limits are there to be pushed, but there is no weakness in saying no. Know your limits. Don't back off before you hit a limit because you're scared of hitting that limit. Know your limit, approach your limit, fill into your boundaries, set those boundaries, and then know when to say no. Know when you have taken on your maximum load capacity. When you're at this point, when you have 10 and 10 is all you can carry, it's okay to say no. But don't stop at 9. Don't stop at 8 because you're tired, because you're weary. Do all that you can do and know that Spirit will support you and help you. And know that whatever you have right now It's still a 10. It's still a 10. And you're almost ready to reach the top of that mountain and put that load down and be able to fly with your friends. Don't give up before you get there, or you're going to have to start all over again. All right, so that's our, I should leave those cards out in case I want to reference them again. That's our tarot cards. That's our tarot cards. Where do we want to go next? Now we're going to go into oracle cards, oracle readings. How are y'all feeling this morning? Those messages feel impactful, resonate. I'm going to my book of, can't look at the book, otherwise I might choose it on site. I'm trying to choose it intuitively. My book of angel numbers is what I'm going to. Feels like this one. Okay, we have 146, self-talk. You manifest what you dwell upon. Well, that's interesting since we're talking about manifestations. The number 146 is a timely reminder to revisit your self-talk, mantras, and how you speak about yourself to others. The way you use these tools create the reality you are living in. Today, closely monitor all forms of expression, either to yourself or about yourself. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. All forms of expression to yourself or about yourself. We're talking about self-talk, yes, because that's what it says right here in the title, self-talk. But we're also talking about any other way that you express yourself. You express yourself through your clothing, through your choice in hairstyle, through how you carry yourself in this world, through the choices and the things that you choose to do and connect with. All of these are ways of expressing yourself, including the self-talk, including how you describe yourself to others. You have an online profile. What does your online profile say about yourself? Is it accurate? Have you updated it lately? How are you presenting yourself to the world? Observe where you can use some fine tuning. That's your task for today, according to the angels. My allergies are bothering me. Let's see, where do we go next? Moonology manifestation oracle cards is where we're going next. Does anybody have something? I don't know. I'm sensing that someone is seeking a more direct answer to their questioning. I could be wrong. Like somebody came to the reading with something on their mind and they're just like, let me just sit here and see if she hits on what I need to hear. If that is you, feel free to put in chat. You don't have to put your whole life story and what you're seeking specifically, but you can just put like the general area that you're seeking guidance on: career, love, relationship, family. All right, so I pulled a card. Hey, it's Sagittarius. It's new moon in Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarian. Focus on the positive. That seems like a reiteration of what we just said with the self-talk from the Angel Numbers book. Where are you focused? Your mind, your thoughts create what you are living right now. What did you say to yourself when you woke up? Did you say, oh, I'm so tired, I want to go back to bed? I did. What did you say to yourself? Because that's what you're going to create. You're going to create, I'm talking to myself, Valorie, you are going to create a day of feeling so tired, a day of feeling drained, if that's how you start your day. So I'm going to shift it. I'm going to say, oh, I'm so energized. I'm so happy to be here. But how do you talk to yourself? It's literally shaping your, even in the most simplest of things, it's really shaping your day, your life. Focus on the positive. The way is clear. Is that what y'all want to be hearing? You're like, no, it's not, Valorie. If it was clear, I would not keep showing up and listening to you. The way is clear. Spirit says, let me say it louder. The way is clear. This is not me, this is Spirit. The way is clear. All you have to do is make sure you enjoy the ride. Ooh. That should be easy enough as long as you stop worrying and start believing in your own good luck. Spirit is giving it to y'all today. It's true that life goes in cycles, and this card shows that you're moving into a good luck phase. As Abraham Hicks say, oh, that's cool. I didn't know Moonology quoted Abraham Hicks. As Abraham Hicks say, think about what you want. Think about what you do want, not about what you don't want. Focus on the positive now. Your manifesting is definitely on track, and the more you can master the art of feeling good, the longer it'll stay that way. So I'm gonna go back to that Five of Pentacles, because out of the entire tarot spread, the only one that we pulled that was earthbound, that was talking about our manifestations, was talking about challenges. It was a 5, challenges in our manifestation. So if any of y'all strongly identified with challenges in your manifestation, this is the follow-up message from Spirit, what to do about those challenges. Your manifesting is definitely on track. The more you can master the art of feeling good, the longer it will stay that way. Focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. Really good messages there. Ask yourself if that's what you've been doing. Your manifestation affirmation. This book apparently doesn't want to cuss. I'm gonna cuss. I'm one lucky motherfucker. This book says I'm one lucky so-and-so. Who says that? I'm one lucky so-and-so. Who looks in the mirror and says, I'm one lucky so-and-so? If that's what y'all say, more power to you. But I look in the mirror and say, you a bad bitch. I'm one lucky motherfucker. That's how I talk to myself. Y'all need to really hype yourself up. Manifesting focus. This card is especially good time for matters related to study, travel, adventure, and the cosmic quest to understand life. Interesting. Okay, here's some things that you can do that might up your manifesting power or help you with manifesting. It says, call in Archangel Raguel, Ruguel, I hope I said that right, who is the most sociable of the angels, to help us find peace and harmony. Point number 2, channel the optimistic and adventurous energy of Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of good luck and good fortune, which guides the sign of Sagittarius. And the third tip, take a moment to write a list headed 5 reasons to be cheerful. Hold your list and this card to your heart chakra and express your gratitude. Ooh, I really like that tip. All right. That sounded like really good advice from our Moonology manifestation deck, Yasmin Boland. Where should we go next? What kind of deck? What do y'all want to hear from? What decks do y'all want to hear from? I feel like we're going to pull from some angels. I don't think the angels are done talking to us yet. Where's my angels and ancestors? Angels and ancestors. There it is. I found it. Okay, I got all the decks now. I got self-care because somebody needs to love themselves more. That's what Spirit told me when I picked that deck up, but we're not going to that yet. First, we're going to go to Believe in Your Own Magic. Angels and ancestors. Oh, I don't know if I'm dropping cards or if these cards are jumping out because they want to be read. Ooh, almost pulled a muscle trying to pick the cards up. Spirit's trying to hurt me with my reading. A psychic reading should not be physically straining. Let's see. I have to have a hard conversation with someone. I wonder if I should do it sooner over the phone or wait for it in person. Let's pull a card on that. Okay, believe in yourself. This card, I love this card because, okay, I've been dabbling with essential oils recently, and I have a way that I say one oil that just completely, it's like nails on the chalkboard anytime I say it this way around Ari, which makes me want to say it that way all the more so. Lavender, that's how I say it. Instead of lavender, I say lavender. And Ari's like, that's not how you say it. It's the one thing I've said that is like, I have seen her, like she's pretty even keel on most everything. But when I say that, she loses her shit. So of course I say it as often as possible. I should be a better best friend. Lavender, surround yourself with love. Look at that. Look at the cat. Kind of looks like Colby, doesn't it? For those of y'all that know what I'm talking about, 19. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. Do you have people like that? If not, I'll be your person that makes you feel like the best version of yourself, because you are. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect or make new connections. Surround yourself with people who make you feel loved and people who hold you in high esteem, who always see the best version of yourself. Find you some people like that. I pulled 2 cards from this deck. 38 is the other one. Look at all that water. Full moon. Whose emotions are getting out of control? Those look like runes. Are those runes? No, those are musical notes. Villain. You can always rewrite the story. I wonder what she's about to do. 38. I bet it's about self-talk again. Who's been beating themselves up with self-talk recently? Because that's like the 3rd time that message has come through. A hard truth to swallow. Sometimes our villains win. However, that doesn't mean you should give up or lose all hope. It just means that it's time to rewrite the story and keep going. It can be incredibly freeing and empowering to reclaim yourself after a personal tragedy. Ooh, I like that. It doesn't really it doesn't really explain what all is going on here with the musical notes and the full moon. And she looks like she's about to smash a shell. Maybe she's the villain, about to kill that poor crustacean. I don't know. But I do like the idea that it says, sometimes our villain wins. And in every situation that has ever happened to me, and I'm working on not being this way anymore, when a villain wins, I obsess over it way too long, because my sense of right and wrong not being equal, I'm like, no, does not compute. And I spend way too much time worrying about that instead of just letting them have the win, me taking the loss and figuring out how I can move on with my life. So maybe that's a message to some of you. Maybe it's time to evaluate, is this a situation where I should move on, or a situation where I should continue to fight for justice? Is justice forthcoming, or is it not possible given the current situation or the current constraints? Good questions to ask yourself. Where is my energy best spent? That's a better question. Where is my energy best spent? In figuring this situation out, or in moving on? Whoever just said, I'm struggling to build a brand. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name correctly. Rare. Finding like-minded spiritual people to connect with. Have you heard of lattes and laptops? Lattes and laptops is a second group that I'm trying to get off the ground, which is specifically for spiritually minded entrepreneurs. It's online. We meet online. So far, we only meet about once a month, but I'd love to have you in that group. It is kind of teaching, but it's also networking. So maybe you will find or help build a community of like-minded individuals, entrepreneurs. We can all help each other. Jacqueline, can you drop the link for Lattes and Laptops meetup group, just so that they can find it easily? 38 equals 11, master number, be your own master. Yes, Sue. Sue for the win, yes. Okay, Angels and Ancestors is the deck I'm going to right now. I'm kind of waiting for Spirit to give me a card. I feel like all of the cards could be valid, which is an interesting energetic feel for me, especially since this is the second time I've gone to Angels, and I have a third angel deck right here that I'm going to pull from. So to me, the angels have something to say. There's angelic energy that wants to give you a message. Feel into that, meditate on it, connect with your own angel guides. And I feel like the angels are definitely wanting to talk. Okay. Angels and Ancestors. And I got spring. See your seeds grow. And there's a rabbit. Rabbits represent abundance. So we're on a good track for those of you trying to shift your manifestations. Y'all, I have been feeling nothing but everybody I have sat with individually and in group settings, not just these Mondays. Every time I get a hit that whatever you have been asking for is about to hit you. You are about to be blessed beyond what you could have imagined. I just keep getting that message over and over again. I think it has a lot to do with the astrological alignments. I know it does, but it also has to do with just where we are collectively and just how far we are on our journey. I mean, we have come a long way. Y'all need to really, really recognize how far you have come on your spirit. Even if you feel like I'm just getting started, Valorie, you have still come a long way, and you need to recognize how far you have come, because what is about to come your way is going to knock your socks off if you wear socks. Spring, see your seeds grow. The message: embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. The extended message, I'm not going to read all of it. I'm going to skip over to the extended message. You are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. Create in a way you've never done before. I needed to hear that message, Spirit. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth. And if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. Major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in the reading, let's just say it did. It can also indicate that the coming of spring will usher in an important energies with regards to your question or intentions. I feel like this past spring already ushered in energies for all of us with the solar flares and the things going on in our society. We definitely have change afoot, change on the horizon. Okay. And then the other card is Oracle. Wait for important information. Who said they had a conversation? I saw two people say they had a conversation. They weren't sure. I feel like this might be speaking to that, but I don't know the message of this card. I haven't pulled it enough. Wait for important information. I just feel like this is a message to speak to that, but let's see. Let's read the message first and see if it applies. Now, where's Oracle at? Where are you at? It's not an alphabetical book, y'all. I'm not sure which section Oracle hangs out in. Here we go. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. So if this message feels like it resonates, it's saying you don't have the full story. It's saying you're about to enter into a conversation based on what you know about it, but there might be more information available. The extended message. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at the moment you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There's an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or an action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. I'm just going to let that message sit. If it was meant for you, it'll resonate. If not, you'll be like, I don't know if that was the message. And we will move on, and maybe another message will be for you. Okay, let's see. What else we got going on? So I'm scrolling back and I'm seeing a question that says, guidance on career business, especially around needing to pause and not rush versus needing to push and act with more urgency. I feel like that card I just read was also for that as an answer. Wait for things to be revealed. It's just saying wait. And I'm not talking about wait months or years or weeks. It might be hours. It might be till the end of the day. But it's saying you need to sit and just hold on for just a minute. Press pause, yes. And maybe sit in meditation, maybe have a talk with your guides, maybe pull some cards, look for guidance. But what I'm very clearly hearing is you're not waiting because of something going on exteriorly. It's not something going on with somebody else. You're waiting because you don't have all of the facts, because you're not seeing the whole picture. And the whole picture is available to you. And Spirit just wants you to hold on just a minute. Just hold on. Open your eyes. I want you to see everything. And as soon as you see everything, then you can move forward. Then you can go on and do what you were doing. All right, let's see what else we got. How to handle my bad adult kids and nieces. Move away and don't tell them where you moved to. Change your number. Witness protection program, family protection program. There needs to be a protection program where you pay like, I don't know, $1,000 and people will relocate you so your family can't find you. Man, I'd be a millionaire if I ran that business. Okay. How to handle my bad adult kids and nieces. Elevate your energy. Elevate your energy, create strong boundaries. And when you are elevating your energy and when you are maintaining your energy, anybody who is not a match to that energy will not keep coming around, because it'll almost be like aversion to them. It'll be like they get an allergic reaction being around high vibes. They might even break out in hives, but they won't want to be around you because they can't handle your energy. So that's all you need to do. Concentrate on you and let those who can't be a match to it fall away. Faith, this is from our angel cards. Faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. Y'all, the angels are supporting you today. Whoever is feeling like they are going through struggle, your angels are going to be your best friend. Your guides and all of that, the divine, yeah. But your angels are coming through strong, saying, let us help you. Let us help you. Okay. Career, business, badass kids. Let's see, I'm going through the questions, making sure I got everything. I think I did, mostly. Okay, the next deck I'm going to is Super Attractor. More help on manifesting that life we want. There is no guidebook for this. These are more like affirmation cards. Okay, we just pulled faith from the angels. And now we're getting faith again. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. You don't have to take the whole leap, just one step at a time. I don't know if I can trust Spirit again. I feel like I trusted Spirit and now look where I'm at. Spirit is leading you through something. Stop taking stock. Stop looking around while you're still in the mud. Spirit is leading you through the mud to the other side. And you keep stopping and saying, this don't feel right. Stop stopping. Keep going and see where Spirit is leading you. I follow Spirit, and this is just not working out for me. Faith, keep the faith. Keep the faith. You are moving through something. Keep moving through it. And this is for those of you who have decided that this is not working for you and that you're just going to sit down and pitch a fit. Go ahead, have your moment. But this is what Spirit is saying. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again, I choose love. So I might be sitting in fear. I might be worried about shit, stressed over shit. Okay, I recognize that's where I'm at. I listened to this lady on the internet and she made me feel really bad about myself. And I really had to ask myself some hard questions, and I recognize maybe I'm choosing fear. That's okay. You can choose again in any given moment. You can rewrite the story. Isn't that what that other card, choose, believe in your own magic, said? You can rewrite the story. You can choose love, even if you have chosen fear. How can I strengthen my connection with my guides is another question. How can I strengthen my connection with my guides? Tell them that you want to strengthen the connection. Make yourself open and available for that and mean it. and realize that you don't have to do all of the heavy lifting. It's not something that you're doing wrong. It's just opening yourself up and allowing and allowing and allowing in any given moment. Ha! And I pulled this card from Voice of the, I love when Spirit plays with me. Voice of the Soul's Oracle. This is mostly about a mediumship deck. It's like those who have crossed over who can speak to you through this deck. So I was not expecting to get this card as I was talking about guides. Guide. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty panther? Let's see what it has to say. Again, another new deck, so I have no idea what this particular card is about. 15, guide. Where's the numbers here? Oh, I'm having a hard time seeing the numbers on these. Not clearly labeled. Guide. Okay, I'm gonna skip. So this book, this deck, it from each card, it speaks to you as if your soul is speaking the message, as if your spirit guides are speaking the message, and then the entity is what it calls it, as if the deceased loved one is speaking the message to you. I'm gonna skip right to the part about your spirit guides, since someone had a question about that. Everything depends on you. You may feel like you're in a singular situation, but our role right now is not to intervene, whether through signs or messages. You're not in danger. You're not going to go in the wrong direction or make the wrong choices. You are in an intense energy of free will. Everything depends on you. A blank page is before you, and you need to decide what you will write. The counsel we give you is to connect to the law of attraction. This is what your guides are saying to you. Connect to the law of attraction. Visualize what matters to you. Act in accordance to these visualizations. Concentrate on what makes you feel alive. You and only you are the creator. So I'm going to say, how can I connect more with your guides? These are your guides speaking directly to you, directly to all of us. Connect more with the law of attraction. Concentrate on what makes you feel alive. And that energy and that focus of focusing on what makes you feel alive, what lights you up, what brings you fire. In that energy, in that level of vibration, your guides are right there, right by your side, talking to you. In lower vibrations, it's a little bit harder to hear. So elevate your vibrations and then try to connect. You and only you are the creator. I love that. Should I get a cat now or what? I'm just skipping all over the place. Somebody in the chat asked, should I get a cat now? I hope that gives you some guidance there on how to connect to your guides, from your guides. They're telling you what vibration to be in. And now somebody over in the cat is saying they need, somebody over in the chat is saying they need a cat. Okay. Let's see. Guidance on relationship, love, connection. Don't do it. That's my love advice. That's what I tell everybody. Don't do it. Stay single. I'm kidding. I'll pull a card for that in a minute if I have time. 11:55. Definitely get a cat always. Better yet, 2 cats. Good advice. I think I got through all of the questions. And if not, I do apologize, but we have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We have 5 minutes. What's that song? That song, I think it's 4 minutes. I forget now. Usher. I think it's Usher that sang the song. Yeah, I wish y'all could be in my head so y'all can help me figure out the answers to the questions that I can't fully formulate because I didn't even ask the clear question. But anyway, there's a song that popped into my head when I read that. Let's see. What deck do we want to go to about love? I need a love deck. I need a deck specific to love, but I don't. Madonna and Justin Timberlake. No, it wasn't them. But did they sing a song together? What song did Madonna? I love me some Justin. Ooh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to stop talking about Idris now because I got crushes all over the place. Matt Rife. If that motherfucker wasn't so young, Matt Rife. Ooh, he's coming to Kansas City, y'all. I might have to go see him. Anyway, I'm pulling a. Somebody asked me. Love. I'm pulling a card. I'm pulling a card, a tarot card. I know we usually go to oracle cards, but from my friend's deck. Love. Nine of Swords is what I got for whoever asked me about love. Nine of Swords means you're letting your thoughts bother you so much that you can't even sleep at night. I think that's Monica. Monica was always our overstressor, our everything, our perfectionist, which is telling me you're worried too much about it. You need to have fun about it. If you're worried about love relationship, get out of your mind and into your heart. Follow your heart, have some fun. Don't be so serious about it. Have more fun and stop overthinking it. Stop letting it stress you out. Who was my youngins? Matthew Rife. Yes, you got that right. Don't be looking him up though. He's mine. That's mine. Don't be looking him up. Okay, I'm going to end on self-care. Let's take all of these messages. Let's apply them to our life. Let's become manifestors, creators. Let's be the magician like that tarot card, in control of all aspects of our life. But while we're doing all of that, while we're trying to reach those higher levels, we need to remember to take care of ourselves. Self-care. What say you about how we can care for ourselves? I pulled a card, but I feel like that's not the card. This second one is the card. The first one kind of stood out just because it's got a wrinkle in it, and I think that's why I picked it. I will tell y'all what it is, though, in case it resonates. It's chanting, and it talks about finding different frequencies, different chanting, like Om, and what they do for you vibrationally to find those higher vibrations. So you can look into that if you feel like that resonates with you. But this is the card I believe is for the group, which is Flow Like Water, number 24. Let's end on that. I got 1 minute. I spent way too much time jibber jabbering. Where did I get that term from? I'm trying to remember if that was something my mom used to say. Jibber jabbering. Flow like water. Mantra. I give thanks for the abundant waters of Mama Gaia. Water naturally carries intentions within it. As one of the 5 classical elements, it is an incredibly valuable resource for our physical and energetic bodies. It holds the power to purify us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It just talks about how you can work with water as a spiritual tool. The journaling prompt, though, is: what beliefs and patterns would you like to wash away with the help of water? So maybe you need to take a salt-soaked bath or a nice shower, setting the intention that it's going to wash away beliefs and patterns that are no longer serving you. Go for a swim. It's summertime in the US. However you work with water, just call on the energy of water. If you're sitting at your desk, just call on the energy of the water from the water fountain. Whatever it is, you can use the energy of water to wash away and remove what is no longer serving you. All right, we're right at time. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful week, a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you take these messages and truly manifest the life that you intended to live when you came here. Some of us have forgotten that intention. Get back to that intention. Create your life. Be the magician. I love you all. I hope I see you back next week. Have a wonderful, blessed week. Pulling some of that Jupiter